Hello. We're going to be playing some Torchlight today. I am still quite sick. Respiratory infection, oh boy, started in the throat, went down to the lungs. It's okay now for the most part, but I had a terrible fever yesterday. Ended up, after the fever broke, I looked at my Twitter and Discord, and I had a bunch of conversations that I didn't remember typing, so that was nice. That is to say, super creepy from my perspective. You know, thankfully I didn't say anything offensive or whatever, but it's one of those cases of, oh hey, I have no memory of when I had that fever. Anyway, let's see here. Ooh. But yeah, it's we're just playing Torchlight. For those who don't know, Torchlight is a Diablo-like by the creators of Diablo 1 and 2, or some of the creators of Diablo 1 and 2, I should say, after they left Blizzard. And this was during the time when there was no, what do you call it? This was during the time when there was no Diablo 3, on the horizon, so... Like, they had canceled Diablo 3, so Runic Games kind of made another Diablo and its spiritual successor. Now, let's see. Feeling better? So, I actually went from the last stream, I went feeling a lot worse, and now I'm kind of back up to where I was before, which is not a great thing to say, but some progress is still progress. You know what I mean? I'm on the recovery phase as opposed to the getting worse phase earlier. That's the best way to explain it. Gonna have a lot of coughing. Gonna have a lot of blowing my nose and stuff like that. That's just what's gonna happen this stream. No getting around it. I'll try to mute every once in a while, but the coughs will happen before I can even think to hit the button. We have to open up 3 rune gates to open up the way to the boss, so... yeah. Anyway. I'm moving along. I don't remember... oh yeah, I was using my wands. That's what I was doing. And then I was creating an energy shield. Okay, I'm starting to remember my build from the other day. So, let's go over this real quick and discuss my character. So, yeah, so I specialized in the magic weapons expertise, meaning that my staves have their level and stat requirements reduced and their damage increased. Same thing for armor, but I also have an ember shield, which does magic absorption. It scales based on both my armor and my my magic weapon damage. But what my ultimate goal is to get to level 15 so I can start using Ember Lance. Until Ember Lance, I'm just going to be using magic weapons, specifically these wands I'm dual wielding. The wands have been upgraded significantly. As you can see, they've got chaos gems in them. And they have been enhanced several times, so they're doing about 200-ish damage. Asked feeling any better. I was feeling worse, and now I'm feeling back up to where I was before. Which is a good thing. It means I'm recovering, as opposed to getting worse. I got the getting worse phase over already. See here. Yeah, I mean, hitting buttons. Okay. That'll do it. Looks kind of like Path of Exile. Yes. Except an indie game. But yeah, the fever's gone now. The problem with the whoops, hold on. Cool. But yeah, this is an indie game by the creators of Diablo 1 and 2, basically. Uh-huh. Let's see here. Going through and bit by bit. In a sec. Okay. Edit. Thank you for waiting. Okay, give me a sec. Good. This is an indie game made by former Blizzard employees. Specifically, Blizzard North. After they left the company. They, the Diablo team was being treated poorly. The original Diablo team, not the people who made Diablo 3. Basically, what ended up happening is they said, hey, you gotta start treating us better or we walk. And Blizzard escorted them out the same day. So that's when the original Diablo 3 development came to an end, and then they shelved the game for a number of years, and then rebooted it as a different Diablo 3 with none of the original assets. They completely redid it. Torchlight 2 is arguably the better game, but I have a soft spot for Torchlight 1. I completed it on very hardcore back in 2011. This is not hardcore, but this is very hard. Quote-unquote masochists only. Anyway, it's, I normally say that, Doom is my comfort game. Like the original Doom. Specifically with mods. But here's the thing. I don't have it in me to stream anything a little faster paced at the moment. So, this is a close runner-up, just something I can relax and enjoy. Doesn't require a whole lot of me, especially considering I know the game very well. Yes, Carrack the Vengeful, extra fast. We got 200, sorry, we got 700 fame there. You figured Stardew Valley would be. Stardew Valley has a lot going on in the background. A lot going on. There's a lot to consider. When it comes to Stardew Valley run. Okay. I'm gonna put all these items away. I'm looking at the belts. No, not taking that. Alright, everything's going on my pet. Sending my pet away. Go to town.
Your pet has departed.
Yep. Until you do Skull Cavern, yes. It's not even a joke. Okay. But Stardew Valley, all the changes I made to it, like I'm so happy. These games, there's so many really fun games to play these days. I'm gonna fish real quick. Speaking of Stardew. For fishing. Got it. Electric eel. Go see what that does. Oh, it transforms my fish into a electric elemental. Makes sense. Very good, very good. All right. Let me see here. My pet will be back in 15 seconds. Then I'll send it away again to sell more stuff. Thankfully, my golem handles things while the pet is busy. Can mod in Baldur's Gate. A lot of those mods can be done after a new playthrough is started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through like all of the content I already have installed in Stardew Valley. And then I'm going to install Baldur's Village and Mineral Town. Mineral Town is the Harvest Moon game. They just straight up ported the whole ass Harvest Moon game into Stardew Valley because they could. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do after, what do you call it? After I finish with Stardew. Whoop. Fishing in No Man's Sky, it's fun. Harvest Moon and Baldur's Gate in Stardew Valley, yes. That's right. But no, fishing in No Man's Sky is pretty good. Bunch of new cooking recipes. There's an exo skiff where you literally set it on the surface of the water and you can fish from it anywhere. Whoops. I'm paying attention there. There we go. Little pygmy creatures. Ruins of Asteria. Let me see here. Give me a sec. I'm, oops. I don't want to die. Okay. Go back over and fix that. Moderation, add blocked words, test 4. There we go. Cool. Did I finish Pokemon Crystal? Yeah, I did. I beat the Elite Four and everything. All right. But, yeah, there's more you can do in Pokemon Crystal. It's just that, it's just that that's all side content. It's optional. I quote-unquote beat the game. Speaking of which, I recently posted to my Discord server the ending of the Pokemon manga, where what do you call it? Here, hold on. Let me pull this up. Yeah, you see, the main character went out on a journey with Gary, and then what do you call it? Then Ash and Misty had some quality time, which they you know, like it isn't even implied or anything. They just, you know, like show them in the bath there, and then after that, what do you call it? Jesse and James actually settle down. Yep. This is Jesse pregnant in official art because they Jesse did, sorry, yeah. Yeah, that's blah blah blah. So no, they wrapped up the manga pretty spectacularly. True. You have those saved on your PC? I have them on my Discord server. You can go check it. It's under Nintendo shit posting. Just because we were having real conversations there. Yep. Ugh. Your cat ran away. Good luck. Best of luck to you. I have had similar circumstances. Admittedly, the cat came back later in the evening, but, you know, the Pokemon iceberg can be frightening at times. Yes. This Flaming Doom head of ice looks pretty good. I'm gonna get rid of it, actually. Yeah. I thought about it for a second. Oops. Let's send the pet back.
Your pet has departed.
We're selling all the junk. That's, the pet admittedly has a lot of purpose. But, if you don't need them in a particular combat encounter, it's nice to just send them back to town to sell stuff. I'm trying to get that skull. There we go. Okay. Venom Sprayer. This is a set piece. If I can get another one, then I can do massive poison damage. That'd be nice. Yep. Can you imagine the pet comes up and like shows you its bag? I mean, I guess the guys won't rip you off because you come back and, you know. Yeah, I don't know. It feels kind of weird. Like, does the pet have its own mercantile skill? Are you getting wholesale only? Well, using any mods? A mixture of the two mod lists. If you go to my website, type in the word Torchlight in the search box, you'll find two mod lists. I'm using a mixture of the two. Yeah, I'm not sure about this Venom Sprayer. Have I had a dog? No. Well, I mean, back when I was growing up, I had a dog, but as far as like in recent years, no. What do I think about Wilson? I looked at it. Didn't look extremely interesting at the time. I don't know, just the advertising didn't stand out to me at the time. There we go.
Your fame has increased.
I am now well known. But whenever your fame increases, you get an extra skill point. So, we're gonna see what we want to spend. Beam golems. Now, we'll just put it into magic weapon expertise. Fuck it. Cap out. Yep. Alright, here we go. You never understood how fame led your character when you retire. It gets passed on to the next one. Yep. But I mean, it's kind of cool because it gives you a leg up when you want to do multiple characters. If you just want to play around with builds and stuff, it's really fun. I also like the fact that you can get it like a signature weapon and get reduced requirements on it so you can use it sooner. Basically, just pick a item you want to hand down to your descendant. I appreciate that mechanic a lot. Alright. Tarnished ring. Nah. What's my favorite Torchlight 1 class? The Alchemist. I have played all three. The Destroyer's kind of nice. The Archer's good too. But, having played all of the above, I can tell you that the Alchemist is my favorite. I'm not exactly doing this run to challenge myself a whole lot. I did set it to very hard, but that's because I know the game too well to run on anything lower than very hard. Alright. See. Her staff. Get send the pet home. Back to town, I mean.
Your pet has departed.
Yep. Keep selling stuff. I'm at 30,000 gold. I'm going to use it to upgrade my staves. I'm ready to go. In the meantime, I need to figure out where the hell I'm going. Just probably down this way again. Probably just went the wrong way. This area looks like it was supposed to be a secret. And isn't actually on the map. Kind of weird. There it is. That's the way. That's better. So glad I got these wands down. Such a good time. Speaking of which, unidentified wand. I'll go down the hatch again and get a better wand later. The ones I'm getting in the main campaign aren't really that important. They're mostly selling fodder. It's when I go to a side dungeon that I get the good stuff. Because the side dungeons scale to your level. As opposed to the main quest, which has its own independent scaling based on how deep you've gone. Alright.
Your pet has returned.
Okay. Need to be careful. I slot this in. This is a bad wand. I'm going to go back to town soon because I've got so many items I need to put in my stash. Like I've been stowing away these other items. Huh. Dynasty Warriors perspective, Diablo style game. Interesting. Haven't thought about that. I mean, kind of funny because Borderlands is pretty close to Diablo. Yeah. It's, I talked about Fallout 76 recently. Like, Fallout 4 and 76 are great looter shooters. But, like, they obviously don't have a lot of Borderlands mechanics, but at the same time, Borderlands doesn't have Bethesda, like, level design. Fallout 76 and Fallout 4 both have good dungeon crawling and good open world sandboxes. Give me a sec here. I'm gonna cough a bunch. Mutes, say. Mutesa, mutesa, mutesa. We're continuing. Moving along, moving along. Those guys try to flank me. They walk around and then try to circumnavigate where you are. It's really only the pygmy guys that do that too. Oh, that guy resurrects pygmies. Terrifying. Alright. I'm gonna have to go back to town soon. Getting a lot of big potions to the point where I probably should just get rid of my regular... I'm gonna sell my regular potions, I think. I prefer Torchlight 1 over Torchlight 2. I personally prefer Torchlight 1 over Torchlight 2, but I think that Torchlight 2 is a better video game. I think it comes down to personal preference. There's so many more features and so many better mods available for Torchlight 2. Torchlight 2 is like a bunch of Torchlight 1s all at the same time. But when I want a comfy game, which is what I am striving for in this particular stream, to be comfortable, I think that this is exactly what I needed. I'm waiting until they start doing seasons in Path of Exile 2. I enjoyed Path of Exile 2 during the original run, but when I hit the end game, I'm like, nope. All right. Gotta kill the bosses here. Doom, modded Doom, I should say, is one of my comfort games, but it's too fast-paced for me right now. I barely noticed I needed to heal just now. There we go. This is good. Silence spell. Feeling any better? I got a lot worse, and now I'm on the mend. So I'm about where I was last time.
My pack is full.
I need that glyph. All right.
I'm overburdened.
Yes, I'm overburdened. Go ahead and look at the Chaos Gems. No problem there. Yes. Nothing I need for those. Gonna sell them. Sell the junk. That should do it. Trying to see. You know what? Let's grab this one. This specific Chaos Gem we're gonna put in our chest piece. There we go. Hell yeah. Doom one is difficult for you? Ah. I see. Okay, let's try to grab things here. Alright. The portal. I'm gonna use town portal real quick. There we go. So what about people having paid for Path of Exile 2 when it goes free to play? Well, I mean, you got premium currency when you bought the early access. Like, they gave you equivalent premium currency to if you had just purchased the premium currency. So they consider an open shut case. Like, you've already been compensated when you bought access to the beta. They gave you the same amount of premium currency you would have gotten if you had just purchased it outright. Yep. Okay, Hathgor the Ruthless has been defeated. Oathbreaker the Deadlies on the 12th floor. Cool. Looks like Hatch has another quest for me. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna wait on him and go do some other stuff real quick. It's nice to know we'll have another Hatch quest right away, though. Hey-o. Good journey. I'm gonna go ahead and take the gems out. I'm leaving only skulls and eyeballs in here, and some chaos gems as well.
I can't carry anymore.
Yep, I'm gonna sell everything. Hello. Whoops, wrong button. There it is.
Good day to you.
Good day to you. Double check these. Yep, gotta identify this stuff too. No problem. No paid DLC. Path of Exiles never had paid DLC. Path of if they decide to do that, it'll be brand new to their business model. All these years, they have never done paid DLC. Yeah, they do microtransactions, cosmetics.
See you.
Occasionally, they'll make a new like stash tab or something. Give me a sec. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably end up playing Path of Exile 1 again before I play 2. Having a cough drop now. Help soothe my throat. Double checking a couple more things. Be fine. Okay. I'm back. Strawberry? No. No, it's like honey and lemon. I would love strawberry stuff, but alas, not right now. Wait, you said if GGG said WASD movement for PoE 1, you probably not go back to 2. I could, yeah. I believe that. I can feel that actually.
I can't do that.
I understand exactly what you mean now. I'm selling my lesser potions. I'm only using greater potions now. There we go. I'm gonna sell these scrolls I don't need.
Good luck to you.
Next, I'm going to grab that staff again. This one, and I'm going to try to enchant it to make it better than what I have.
Anything you need.
Yeah. I'm gonna see what I can do with this. I want to try to make it the best ever.
Fortune is kind to you.
184. I can get this over 200. It'll be best.
You are unlucky.
We're gambling for upgrades on this, using all the money I have. You are unlucky.
Fortune
184. 191. We're getting there.
Fortune is kind.
Yep.
What can I do for you?
Looks like we got a new staff. Or new wand, I mean.
Fortune is kind.
206. Cool.
Shoo, off with you. Hello there.
I'm gonna continue to upgrade it a bit more.
You are unlucky.
I believe.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, this venom sprayer is better than both of my wands at the moment.
Kind to you.
All right.
Glorious. 20 health stolen on hit. That is a spectacular enhancement. Okay. That's as good as I'm going to get it right now. It's getting too expensive to upgrade any further. So I'm trying to figure out which one I want to ditch. I'm going to ditch this, the old one. The lesser of the two. I wouldn't rate it out of 10. But I really enjoyed it. It's a comfort game for me. It's Diablo 1 again, by the creators of Diablo 1 and 2. The people who got fired from Blizzard for demanding better treatment. So they made this as an indie game. It's got a lot of Diablo 2 style quality of life in a Diablo 1 experience. It's pretty fun. I'm going to recover this gem. I'm going to recover this, I'm going to break the item. Place the item in to destroy the gems, or place the item to recover the gems. I'm going to destroy the item and recover the gem inside. So now we're going to take that gem and put it in the new staff. And I'm going to try enhancing the old staff. There, yep. Yeah, I beat this on very hardcore in 2011, and I'm just kind of replaying it because I'm sick, and I can't really handle anything faster paced at the moment. Okay. Cool.
Hello there.
Yeah, this is good.
Fortune is kind to you.
Okay, this is where we're at. Got a 221 damage and a 209 damage. I think that's just where we're at. Yep. So, frost and poison. Let's continue into the dungeon. We're gonna get all the 3 glyphs dealt with. I spent most of my money, not all of it, but most of it, on upgrading my stuff. But I had to use the portal to get out of here. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Alright. So that's 1 out of the 3 portals taken care of?
It's new.
Yeah. So I have to get all 3 tablets and use those to open this. Fair enough. Second portal. Let's go. When you recreate a character from scratch, you can create a new character from scratch, or you can retire a character and feed the new character, like the successor, the fame from the retired character. So you can actually start with a bit of fame. Whoop. This is really good. I'm glad I upgraded to the new wand. You can also inherit 1 item from your previous character if you choose to retire the old one. And the new... Oh, nice. Gained a level. What was I saying, though? You can pass down 1 item, and it will get its requirements slashed dramatically. So you can start using it earlier than when you normally could. Alright, for this particular character, my level ups are always as follows. 3 into magic, 2 into defense. If I ever hit a point where an item requires different things, I may reconsider that plan. But for now, it's just 3 and 2. And that works. As far as my skills go, I've capped out magic weapon expertise, which is what I needed. I'm now going to start putting points into Ember Shield and armor expertise back and forth until I get access to Ember Lance. And Ember Lance is going to be my my main damage spell. But I'm currently just using my wands with magic weapon expertise at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and put another point into my energy shield. And we're going to have a capped out energy shield before we're done. It's just really good to have defense, you know? Extra health. especially when stuff gets really nasty later. Right now, we're still in the mid game. So I'm 2 levels away from being able to use Ember Lance. Here we go. There's the Lord of the Rings MMO. Yeah, you can still play it. And there's a ton of quality of life they've built up over the years. Torchlight 3 isn't a real game. It was an MMO called Torchlight Frontier that they couldn't sell. Nobody wanted to play it. So they renamed it to Torchlight 3 and added a single-player campaign to it. But Torchlight 3 isn't real. It's fake. The original people were already gone, as far as I know. Like, they sold the company because all their games were, what do you call it? All of their games, Runix games, were, like, barely skirting by in terms of profits. Investors weren't happy. Despite making good games, they just kind of didn't sell in the current market because, you know, they're indie ARPGs. You don't get big profit off of that. Despite having, you know, real industry veterans working for them. Cool. I've just completed both quests. I should be going back to town in a minute.
My pack is full.
Let's see here. Moving along. Shoulder armor. I need to worry about that right now. None of this stuff is good enough to replace my old stuff, really. I'll consider it later, after I do some maps for Hatch. Which I'll do after I get all 3 rune stones.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay. You finished Opposing Forces next by Gearbox Entertainment. Opposing Force, then Blue Shift. Make sure to do the hazard course, like the tutorial for, how do they call it, Opposing Force, because it's different. You go through military boot camp. All right. As you can see, you are not dead. They teach you how to use your,
Has fled.
well,
Pet is hurt.
there we go. My pet is hurt, my pet is fled. Let's go ahead and pick up my minions. There we go. Should do it. See, my golem plus the imp really helps. Jules, thank you for the $2, eh? That chest tells me that's fine. Thought it was an enemy. Occasionally mimics show up. Figure out where we're going next. Nothing there. Think we're done here. Let's double check this. I'm gonna go back to town pretty soon. Need to make sure we didn't miss anything. Let's see. You never played. Is Torchlight a good one to pick up as a first? Torchlight is, yeah, it's very simple. It's simplistic and forgiving compared to other games in the genre. If you want, like, the best of the genre, go play Grim Dawn, in my opinion.
There is no more room.
But, that's just my opinion. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna go back to town and just sell everything. Town portal. Okay.
Good to see ya.
Right. Oops. That's fine. I'm selling basically everything. Then I'll come back and continue the adventures. There's nothing I want to keep from this at the moment.
Goodbye.
There we go. Okay. You were the first to beat this game? Cool. I'm one of the 1% of people on Steam to get the Hardcore God achievement. Not that that means anything. Okay. Oh. Someday, Skyblivian. Here we go. Hype? What are you talking about? Someday, as in, you know, when it actually comes out. But hype? I left that behind 20 years ago. You want to see me hyped? I'm hyped for Mina the Hollower. I've mentioned this before, like, people are asking me, like, oh, what new games do you have in mind, like, that you're excited for? It's like, Mina the Hollower. Like, anything else? No. By the people who made Shovel Knight. Here. I'm excited for this, specifically. Yeah, so that's the game I'm excited for. People ask me like, "Oh, what games are you excited for in the future?" Mina the Hollower. That's it. You said Legend of Zelda-vania Belmont's Awakening. Basically, yeah, it's Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening with elements of Castlevania. And it's great, yeah. They had a playable demo at several conventions. I've seen footage from it. Like actual people playing it, not just like a scripted trailer. So like I feel justified in my hype considering I've watched people play it. Huzzah. Secret area. A lot of loot here. Firefish, muckfish. Oh geez, these are all fish. Just like a fish island. Crazy. Grewfish? Oh. A grewfish. Hold on. Increases all poison damage? What the hell? It does not fit in the fish tab. These are for me. Crazy. I had no idea. I thought fish were all for the pets. But these are for me. Oh well. +1 to level of critical strike skill, +2 to offensive mastery spell. Wow. That's a really good ring I don't need. What a shame. Oh, interesting. This Ember Fisheye increases experience gain by 20%. Interesting. I had no idea. All kinds of good stuff. There we go. We'll see about using those experience boosters when we go do Hatch's quest. Yep. Diablo 3 is a interesting topic because, you know, these people were making Diablo 3 and then they got fired and the project got scrapped and was replaced by a different Diablo 3. Huh. Hellgate London was the real game where I really wanted it to be successful, and it just couldn't be for various reasons. The Hellgate London that exists on Steam now is like a butchered version of it. You have to go check out a what do you call it? You have to go like download basically a pirated version, a private server, to be able to get to it. The good version of Hellgate London, I mean. My goodness.
I can't carry anymore.
YouTube doesn't have you blocked. YouTube has certain terms and phrases blocked. Why so serious? Alright, let's get going. Yeah, Blizzard North got laid off after demanding better treatment for their employees. It's crazy. Like, they said, treat us better or we walk, and they were escorted out the same day. That was before Kotick, I believe it was. You think it's stupid that games require server connection to work? I don't think so, but I feel like in the event that they do, you should be able to run a private server. I think that games absolutely positively may need to operate on a client server architecture. But I believe that in the event that they do, you should be allowed to run it yourself. That's my perspective anyway. The idea that client server based games shouldn't exist is silly to me, considering I played so many of them.
Your pet is overburdened.
My pet is overburdened, of course. Chaos gems. I do not have the second tablet. Comes from the next room. I need to go back to town. Deal with stuff. I'm the one who's doing this to me. Myself. That unique rifle looks pretty cool. I'm not going to use it though. Okay. Let's head back to town. So I can deal with all the stuff that I want to put away. If it was just selling, I would have given a bunch of stuff to the pet and sent the pet off to town. Yes, LAN parties were great. I used to make mods for Doom, Quake, and Half-Life, specifically for LAN parties. Alright, first things first. Put a skull away here. Anything else? Couple ember gems, sure. The rest of it I'm gonna sell. Over here. It'll be this one. Yeah. Put the fish away. And the eyeballs, that's fine. Let's turn in the shining embers now. Alright, hello.
Hello there.
Good, good. You have the ember, you have a real knack for this.
Good day.
There's another ember deeper down in a dwarf fortress, go get it. Okay.
Begun a new quest.
You did it, you killed Oathbreaker the Deadly. Now kill Fool Smasher the Slayer at floor 13. Of course. Put the map over here. We're gonna be using these maps later. Mysterious maps. Helps to have a map.
Well, hello.
Well, hello, I'm gonna sell you everything, sir. This is fine. We're making good money.
There now.
There is, in fact, a dwarf fortress that we are going to go visit in the depths of this place, below the Asterian ruins where we are right now. The villain Ordrox is up to no good. He's specifically, Ordrox, sorry. He went, crunch. Let me double check something. All right. Go ahead and grab those eyeballs. To the glyph room. We're gonna go collect the glyph. Hmm. See, basically the ember mines lead into a crypt. Underneath the crypt is the ruins of Asteria. Underneath the Asterian ruins are the Dwarf Fortress. Under the Dwarf Fortress is some big-ass caverns. Under the big-ass caverns is Ordrox's lair. Ordrock. Damn right I gained fame. Okay. That is a rare wand. Jeez. 118, not that great. Not nearly as good as I'd hoped. Get everything identified real quick. Yep, some of the blues are way better than the uniques I've been finding, which is kind of sad. Oh well. It is what it is. I mean, admittedly, this is just the main quest. If I go ahead and do side content, I'll find better things. I'm gonna put another point into Ember Shield, just so we can absorb more mana. It's either that or increase armor. Hold on. Anything about this? No, I'm gonna go ahead and put an armor expertise. Yes. Getting sick. I was, the last stream I did, I was, pretty sick. Then I got worse, had a fever. When I woke up from the, when the fever broke, I looked at Discord and, social media, and I'd been, apparently talking to people, and I had no memory of it. I didn't say anything bad, it's just, you know, it's kind of weird having conversations where you don't remember having typed those things. But I'm getting better now. There's a case of between last stream and now I had gotten worse, and now I'm on the mend. The Discord group chat leaking soon. I definitely said things I probably wouldn't normally have said, but none of them were offensive, thankfully.
My inventory is full.
My inventory is full. Okay. Grab that. I'm just going through and grabbing absolutely everything. Things identified. Cool. Pick that up. Anything else? I don't think so.
My pack is full.
Yeah, we'll send the pet off now. Got a bunch of spirits here.
There is no more room.
There is no more room.
There is no more room. Your path is overburdened.
I don't care about that. I'm trying to kill my enemies. Give me a sec, I'm gonna cough a bunch. You just got Torchlight for 114 euro. That's funny. €1 game. It's definitely worth it. Yeah. Okay. You're playing the soon-to-be villain? Correct. Correct. The Alchemist becomes the villain of Torchlight 2. I think that's fine. Kind of like how the Warrior becomes the villain of, what do you call it? Of Diablo 2. But remember, when you actually start the quest line, like when you pick the different characters, they'll tell you why they've come to Torchlight, and it's kind of cool because like other people will talk about how they came to help people, but the alchemist goes, I came to Torchlight to seek my own, to serve my own ends, but I ended up getting pulled into this crap. Seriously.
Your pet has departed.
He was never a good guy to begin with. Mine is the only opinion that's fair. I mean, this meme is all you're getting right now. Sorry. Maybe when they make an announcement, I'll actually give a shit. But for now, like, everything I've seen just points to this. Let me see. I used to be a venturer like you till I got a god complex. Yeah, something like that. I mean, the thing is, the alchemist takes Ordrox's heart and shoves it into his staff and commands the power of the evil demigod himself. Anyway. Let me see. Pet's back in 30 seconds. I'm going to identify the rest of my stuff while I wait. But yeah, I was really out of it yesterday. I had like some extensive conversations with some people that I did not remember having had after my fever broke.
Your pet has returned.
Okay, let's go ahead and give my pet a bunch of other stuff. Send my pet away again. No problem. Keep the eyeball. Keep the eyeball, it's fine. These two, yeah. Grab all these items. Get them nice and identified. Gonna kill those things. There we go. Next level, we'll get my main attack called Ember Lance. And I'll be using that for the rest of the game. Give me the glyph. Cool. Alright, first things first. Debating what I want to invest in. The golem might be nice, but I think I just want a beam golem instead. Haha. I mean, I could go with pet minion damage. I do have a fair amount of minions, but no, we're gonna go with Ember Shield. More defense. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Cool. That's how I treat every level. 3 and a 2. Okay, first things first. I'm gonna go ahead and give away all these. And I'm gonna send my pet away. Actually, let's go back out the portal. Then we'll send our pet away. Send it back to town. Okay. Anyway.
Your pet has departed.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. It would be nice if we could play Oblivion for more than, more than 20 hours without it becoming a crashy mess. But that's, an issue there. You said problems when you have a headache, it's really hard to stare at a screen. Not the case for me. So, I used to have really, really bad, migraines. And it turns out they were caused by, what do you call it, CRTs, specifically. Yeah. Once we moved from CRTs to LEDs, my headaches went away. And when I do have headaches, the LEDs don't make them worse anymore, which is the opposite of most people's experiences. I understand that a lot of how I work isn't shared among other people, to put it lightly. I've mentioned this, brain chemistry, a little different. I also have, a minor form of color blindness. Different shades of blue will blend into each other for me. Like, you could put a blue on blue and I would just see a solid, thing up over.
Has returned.
People think I'm joking, but I seriously, I have, several things different. That's the best way to put it. Moving from CRTs to LEDs, like, actually got rid of a whole ton of headaches for me. I know that because I lived through the CRT era. Like, I had a CRT monitor. I had multiple CRT monitors during the 90s. Yep. CRT filters are good for old games specifically. Yep. But no, I'd love to be able to play Oblivion with a ton of mods and not have it crash a lot. That would be nice. But everything everyone's talking about right now is a pipe dream. Like, it isn't real until they announce it. That's my decision. I have no need for hype in my life. I have other things to do, other things to enjoy. What's this, wand of ice? It looks like a really good base. I'm gonna ignore it though. Start putting that stuff away. Okay. You said the color blue is not real? Reminds me of the people saying birds aren't real. They're all government spy drones. That's some good schizo posting there. I've been told that Nintendo is actually doing physical cartridges, and that the data keys only apply to the Switch 1 upgrades. Switch 1 to Switch 2 upgrades. So, it's just that their marketing was hilariously bad. So this is a Wii U situation where they conveyed things entirely wrong. I'm still not buying it on release because I don't trust them. But from what I've been told by reliable sources, it's just a terrible, terrible marketing snafu. Which again is exactly what they did with the Wii U. They marketed the Wii U horribly. There we go. There's an enemy down there, unique. Can tell because it's creating an aura around it. There it is. Cast fireballs. Resurrects pygmies. We gotta kill these guys as soon as possible. There we go. Destroy the pygmies. Okay, that one's dead. One more to go. Axe all the corrupt. Yep. Need to buy an upgrade is a joke, absolutely. The thing is, I've been playing Mario Kart with the wife since the SNES days, so I'm certain I will continue to do so moving forward. It's just whether it's in the guise of piracy or it's as or I'm legitimately buying the games, that it'll be up to their decisions moving forward. Because I like owning my games. Ubisoft says people need to get comfortable not owning their games. Ubisoft can go fuck itself. People were like, well, you definitely like, nobody liked Assassin's Creed Shadows, you know, like, haha, financial failure, blah blah blah. But I mean, Ubisoft has been bad for a long time. I actually do not care that they added Yusuke, because Yusuke has been in games since like 1996, right? Nobunaga's ambition. He's well known to have been like a good friend of Nobunaga. So like he's ingrained in folklore. So I'm like, hey, okay, Black Samurai dude, do your thing. But regardless of the fact that he's in there, Ubisoft is still Ubisoft. It's not going to get better just because it has something I agree or disagree with. Yep. Said people seem to like Shadows. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, a lot less people have purchased it, and there was a lot of what I like to call pale outrage, where people were angry for the sake of being angry, not because it served anything. Yep. I'm personally not a fan of Ubisoft games anymore. So that's it. Yep. I mean, there are people out there who will take whatever they're given. That's fine, I suppose. As long as they're having fun. You know, I'm not going to make fun of them too much. You know, you are allowed to like things that I do not like. That's fine. Alright. Big health potions. You're surprised the last Prince of Persia was good? Yeah, unfortunately it didn't meet its sales targets, so they shuttered the studio. They laid off like all the people who made it. So, there's no chance of them doing that again. Okay. Gorgon boots. What's this? Ophidian. I don't need any Ophidian stuff. Go, Gorgon boots. Get out of here. have a look again. 9 plate armor. Now I don't need to worry about that. Alright. Said apparently the publisher gets to choose if the cartridge, the game's in the cartridge or it's through a key. Yes, Cyberpunk 2077 is using data in the cartridge. But my main concern is that, like, Nintendo's first-party games, those are the ones, you know, like a Metroid game or a Zelda game or Mario Kart, you know. Alright. But yeah, I'm just not really a fan of Ubisoft at this point. Said the guys behind Dead Cells did the Prince of Persia. Yes, but what I'm trying to say is that they all got laid off. The Prince of Persia game, despite being very good, it was a financial failure. And Ubisoft's not going to be doing that again. So, you know, we talk about how great it is. And it's like, yes, it is great, but at the same time, we do not, like, from a how much money did you make perspective, Ubisoft considers it a failure, and that really sucks. Something. There we go. Killed my pet. Wands and rifles. I see. As I was talking to someone else the other day, I mentioned that, like, I can really just play old games for the rest of my life and be satisfied. And that is the cracked life ember. Shot some arrows at me, no big deal. Still looking. Spiders. There's my pet. Good. Keep it up. Feeling a little better. I felt a lot worse, and then I started feeling better. So, you know, about the same. Okay. Identify scrolls. Good.
There is no more room.
There's no more room. The pet has too much stuff. Pick up that. These are all different items we want the pet to deal with, I suppose. This a unique shield. 31% chance to reflect 80% of missile damage. Interesting. Okay. Let's do it. And go off, pet. Sell all this stuff.
Your pet has departed.
That's right. About a minute, or 2 minutes for it to come back after that. Going to portal glyph room, oh boy. Sneeze. Okay, here we go. It's just me and my golem and... Wait, what? No golem? There's the golem. Good. Let's do it. Said you had a 24-year-old tell you couldn't play Morrowind because it was too retro. That's funny. But I mean, like, some of my favorite video games are just completely out there from what modern audiences could expect. For example, hold on. Let's see here. Try this one. Yeah. Hold on. Skipping past this. See, it's a 2D side scroller, right? But then it's also a hold on. It's also a first person shooter. You'll see in a sec. You see a first person shooter. And then after you get that one, then it's a 2D side-scrolling platformer on foot, and it's also a shmup. If we go like further in, I don't know if we. There we go. See, it's also a shmup. It's like a whole ton of different games in one. Just saying. Okay, let's get going. That's the portal there. Okay, I just gotta go down this way. Name of it, it's called Worm Journey to the Center of the Earth. It's for the Nintendo Entertainment System. The NES. Not the Super NES, the original. This guy I gotta go kill. There we go. Is that a summon skeleton too? Yes! As soon as that pet gets back, I'm gonna deal with it. Yep. Alright.
Your pet has returned.
Cool. I'm gonna give my pet a different spell. Here we go. Summon Skeleton 2. So what'll happen is I need to unlearn that spell. There we go. Now my pet can summon a skeleton and then summon another skeleton. And it's summon Skeleton 1, which is weaker, and Skeleton 2, which is stronger. But the point is the two skeleton spells are considered separate, meaning that my pet will essentially have two permanent minions when we enter combat. Alright. Self-shield. And keep going. There is, of course, more to be had. Always more. Okay, these two are actually really good gyms. I'm impressed. I should probably consider. I'll just sell them all. I was thinking about holding on to them, but they're like chaos gems, so it doesn't, like, there's no way to upgrade them really. I just hold on to them and then not use them as per usual. There's the boss. No big deal there. That tree does not like me. Very dead. Glyph is there. Let's see what else we got here. You don't have Diablo, so this had to take its place. I had Diablo, but this is a more comfy game than Diablo. Diablo is more gritty. I don't just mean in terms of aesthetics. It's really does require you to be on the ball more than this game does. Okay, let's go ahead and identify stuff. Identifying all the things. Whoops. There we go. I want to sell that stuff. Vendor it. Do. Grab that ring.
A quest has been completed.
Damn right. We can now head to the final area. How's it going, Sil?
You recovered the glyph so quickly. Your power is growing, my friend. I will open the last room gate, but please be cautious. The blighted ember creates abominations. There's no telling what monstrosities lay on the other side. I can't bear to stay in these corrupted tunnels much longer. Find me in Torchlight when you've finished.
Understood. See you later. Let's go to the final area. I can't wait to reach the dwarf fortress at the bottom. Technically, there's like 2 more areas after the dwarf fortress, but pretty sure we're getting close. That I'm playing hard difficulty? Yes, but I know the game too well. So, it's a case of the game isn't challenging in any way, shape, or form if I don't do that for me. In particular, unless I choose to play suboptimally. Which I don't want to do. I understand I'm doing things to make the game easier. And that's fine. Yeah, this thing's gonna keep resurrecting pygmies. Thankfully, I'm elemental critting the pygmies so they explode and can't be resurrected.
Your pet is overburdened.
My goodness. Moving along. Winged staff. Let's see. Everything needs to be sent over. Yeah, I'd say so. I'm gonna go to town, have the pet sell everything, and deposit everything myself as well. So let's send the pet first.
Your pet has departed.
The pet will meet me in town, having auto-sold its stuff. Now I won't have to deal with half of the inventory selling myself. Very useful in that regard. Alright, 3,500 gold. Nice. Hello.
Hail!
Hail. Lovecraftian hat. Increases all damage types. That's kind of nice. I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna use that right now, actually. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the Lovecraftian hat. There we go. Everything else can go, though. It's not useful. Definitely not doing the Gorgon set. That gym isn't good. Keep it up. Okay.
Take care now.
Take care now. Do you think Marathon will concord? Couldn't say. I mean, it's an extraction shooter, and I've never played extraction shooters, so I can't talk about the game for the most part. One of those weird situations. Alright. Anything else I need here? Okay. No, we can go. Didn't Marathon come out and fail years ago? Marathon had 3 video games. It was a successful series, yeah. Marathon was basically the Doom of the Apple, the Mac, you know? And so you had Marathon, Marathon 2, and Marathon Infinite. And Marathon Infinite launched with the, like, map editor and tools and stuff. They basically were just told, hey, make Infinite stuff. And that's what they did. There's now an Aleph 1 engine for Marathon, where you can, it's like an open source engine, and there are tons and tons of level packs for Marathon. I was talking to Miss Plagued the other day, and she pointed me to some fun resources regarding modding. I believe it was misplagued. I admit the last couple days have been a blur with me being sick and all. Oops. But she's currently making Starwind mods, which is super interesting. Much better looking NPCs. Gonna be cool. Whoop, golems. Those are mini bosses. No, just regular elementals. It just took a while for the game to present them. That's all. Huh? Strange. Yeah, they're everywhere now. It's fine. That's a mini boss. Let's go this way. Good enough. Oh, wow. I actually had to use a healing potion there. I am impressed. Okay. I need to kill these little things. They're the ones causing me real problems. There we go. A corrupted ancient. I have 1 poison wand and 1 frost wand. Almost dead. Victory is mine. Became a loot pinata. Pretty sure my inventory is going to be full. Well, maybe I managed to... Yeah, that's crazy. That monster was a loot pinata, no question about it. Alright. Throwing stuff to the side. This Serpent Torso has faster cast. It's actually worse than what I was using. Damn. Enhanced version of blood. Interesting. Okay. I yet live. Did I use mod organizer from my Marwin mod list? No. I used the append function in the, what do you call it? When you go to the OpenMW launcher, there's your mods, then there's your data folders, right? And I just added new data folders, one for each mod, in the actual launcher. All right, let me switch over to this because I'm already fading as it is, so I will prolong the stream a little bit by switching over to this because otherwise, again, like I'm just, whoop. Have I lost weight? Yes, but I'm very sick right now. So, respiratory infection, hooray. I have a standing desk for my laptop. I mean, I'm on my desktop right now, but I have a standing desk for my laptop, and I've been working out with bungee cords. In between gym visits. Most of my weight loss came from just walking. And that's not even a joke. Where the hell are we supposed to go? Oh, there we go. They're elemental dead. I'm confused. Try to go down here. See where this leads us. Is there an exit? Yes, there is. There's the waypoint. Neat, we can go back to town here. Yeah, it's not really allergy season, that's the problem. It's an actual infection. If it was just allergies, I got pills for those.
Hi there.
Hi there. Cracked eyeball. The eyeball's in here. And to sell everything else. Yep.
Hi there. Good day to you.
Good day to you. Alright, we're about to head down to the next area. To the Etherean Ruins. Well, I don't run into allergies nearly as much now that I've left California. There were some plants over there. Well, what's happening? Still, what's going on?
If this shaking continues, it will destroy the town and collapse the tunnels. Something massive must be stirring below. I can't imagine what could do this. Go, find the source of these quakes and put an end to them.
Okay. You've gained a task. Go deal with the rumbles in the dark. I just want to listen to Ulrich's discussion. He's going to tell us about this place. He's a nice guy. That is.
Water pours from the ruins above and falls down into oblivion. These caverns are lost to time, primal. The ember veins change as I descend, shifting colors, first hidden, then gleaming and glittering. It fascinates me now, as it did when I was young. Even the blight seems more pure here. My experiment may have succeeded if I had used ember from deeper in the mountain, closer to the source. There is still the corruption, of course, but with endless life, that becomes a small matter. Perhaps I will gain more here than I ever imagined.
That guy's kind of crazy. Okay, so it's caverns, then the Dwarf Fortress. My bad. Let's head back up. Gonna do Hatch's quest, and then I'm probably gonna fall into bed. Because, well, I have limited energy now. Okay. So for Hatchet's quest, I'm gonna do a couple things. I'll grab one of those embers. Let me see here. The Hatch has stuff for me. Hold on a second.
Hi there. Take care now.
Hi there. I have defeated Full Smasher the Slayer. Now kill Earthclutter the Stalker. Okay.
New quest.
Go kill things, the robot says. That robot really wants me to murder everything. Okay, what else do I need to do? I need to get the ember out. Where would I put it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. Yep, just grab those. We're gonna eat those little fish eyes and then do Hatch's quest. Hey, Hatch.
Oh, hello.
Needs the Morsical Rod.
You have gained a task.
So I'm going to a different dungeon. Far away. Hatch creates portals to maps, which are their own little, instance dungeons. Anyway. Yeah, so this is Asteria as well, but... ho-ho. That ain't too bad. We're doing it. Going over killing the big bad silly shamans. They're the ones responsible for all this. Alright. I'm gonna eat one of the fish eyes. Num num. And that will temporarily boost my experience gain. Not that it matters a whole lot, but it's nice. I'm now level 15. It's time to break the game, everybody. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Ember Lance. That's it. This is what the game is now. The game is now Ember Lance. Yep. That's it. This is how I shall play from now on. I've been building up all my secondary skills to support this the whole time, and my gear. Very silly, and it'll only get more silly as I invest points into it. That's only with 1 point invested. That's it, though. In the event I run out of mana, that's what the wands are for.
You have gained fame.
Yeah, damn right I've gained fame. But I told you I knew what I was doing. People were like, "Oh my God, you're playing on hard mode. You must, you know, it must be stressful." It's like, no. Okay, let's see. Dual wielding, damage bonus while dual wielding. Infuse. I'm considering what I want to do. Offensive spell mastery. Critical strike. There we go. We're going with critical strikes. +1 to crit chance. And then bonus critical damage. My Ember Lance crits all the time. So there's a reason for this. See? Critical strike. Okay. Multiple urns. See what I mean? Critical strike, yeah. So, investing in crits is a good time. Break the urn. Destroy the zombie. It's important to kill more than one enemy. You can just, like, zap all the way to the end. Very silly. Like, you look over here and you go, oh, I want to hit all the enemies at once. And this is the game now. Okay, let's move on. Ah. Took me until level 15, but I broke it. Yep. Remember installing a mod for Torchlight 2 that turns your pet into a game boss? You can do that, yeah. Silly, but you can do it. Okay. Identify gloves. Yeah, unfortunately, new Torchlight is a mobile slot game. And the one before that is an MMO disguised as Torchlight. Torchlight's been dead for a while as a franchise. Ever since the studio got sold. Up. That hurt. We're fine. 1 and 2 are good, yes. Absolutely. What? There we go. Trying to kill that guy specifically. Resurrecting little pygmies. Don't you guys have phones? That's crazy. Yeah, what are you, poor? You can't afford a $400 fucking phone for our mobile game, which will milk you. Whoop, here we go. Move back up. There we go. Poison immobilizing webs. It did. As it should be. Incredible.
My mana is low.
Oh no, I'm out of mana. It's fine, really. Dull core ember. There is more to check out, of course. But this is working. Let's continue. There's some bosses there. This is working. Huzzah. Oh.
I'm overburdened.
The head of Blizzard, the old head of Blizzard explained that you can basically garner a reputation. What you do is you make what are referred to as brand deposits. You basically get your brand well known, and you continue to do things that won't necessarily make you a whole lot of money, but will instead garner goodwill. And in return, the players will see that, those brand deposits, and invest in your brand. They will, you know, they'll be receptive when things don't go entirely to plan, you know? Like, say, World of Warcraft servers shit themselves on launch. Well, people love Blizzard, and they love the idea of WoW, so they put up with it because Blizzard made so many brand deposits. But the kind of flip side of that is that you can make brand withdrawals, and you can make a lot of money very quickly if you choose to exploit your users who you've gone ahead and, you know, given them so many brand deposits over the, you know, the years. And that's what they did, you know, once Activision kind of took over. That's exactly what ended up happening, is these brand withdrawals started happening constantly, and not a whole lot of brand deposits. And that's why, and in the end, people started to resent Blizzard, who used to like it. You know, they would put up with bullshit for the longest time because Blizzard kept that there was one guy who said, like, you guys really take care of us, you know, like, and he meant it. He actually meant it when he said, you know, like, you guys take care of us, because, like, that was true. The old Blizzard, despite being a profit motivated company, did continually make brand deposits. And unfortunately, that's just kind of the situation that, you know, when Activision took over, they went into profit farming mode, and that was it. Yeah.
Your pet has returned.
All right. Could they decline Activision? No, they were owned by Vivendi, and Vivendi merged the companies. Vivendi sold them, basically. Hold on. I need to go and sell more junk. Icy Doom ahead. Don't care. We're getting there finally. We're looking at items that may actually be good enough to start equipping. Not yet, but we're getting there. Dexterity, okay. This chain curious, a retribution. Nothing so far. It's fine. This is a hatch quest. Side content. Just wait until I get back to the current content. Be funny. Potions. With Microsoft buying Blizzard, they have to be even more convincing. I really do not respect the Xbox brand. I mean, admittedly, like, almost all my controllers are Xbox controllers, but I've never owned an Xbox console. And no, I just look at what Microsoft does with studios, and they unfortunately, like, something that's purchased by Microsoft is allowed to make like one really great thing before it kind of just devolves. I remember one guy tried to explain to me that that's not true because Minecraft and LinkedIn. Yep. And the reason you're happy Xbox is just to say I can have a controller with native support. Yeah. I got some. Whatchamacall? Hold on. Yeah. So, like, I've got multiple Xbox controllers now. Very happy with them. They're what do you call it? That's the idea, is that they're native quality, you know. But I'm very sleepy. You gotta finish this hatch quest up sooner rather than later. Okay. How long do Xbox controllers last? I haven't had any problems, but some people report like 2 to 4 years. I have had no problems with my Xbox controllers, with the exception that my oldest one was a wired one, and it was having issues with the wire itself. Like, I had to replace it. The connector for the wire. But I use all Bluetooth now. I haven't had any problems with my Xbox controller since I went all wireless. Okay. Man, those critical strikes. I'm really gonna have to get some crit juice pretty soon. Big mana potions. You had mixed quality with the Bluetooth. You prefer the one that connects with the dongle? Yeah, I get that. It replaced with one with half a year of ownership. Unfortunate. Okay. So I'd say inconsistent then, because if you've had to replace some right away, and I haven't had to replace them basically at all, then the answer is inconsistent. Glyph room. This is where the boss is. I do like how this can break all the pots. Poison everywhere. Oh, I'm getting giant potions now? Damn. That's a problem. Didn't expect to be getting giant potions. Means we've already moved over to the next tier. Very silly so far. Mimic. Getting more chaos gems. Yay. That'll do. Second. Perfect. And that is the item I needed.
You have completed a task.
Yeah, we can leave now if we want. We're gonna go kill the last couple enemies there. I really only use my Xbox controller for third-person action-adventure games and 2D side-scrolling platformers, so I don't use them that much. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go back to bed. to use this exit portal. Hatch didn't give me anything good, I don't think. Ugh. Okay.
Well, hello.
Well, hello. Serpent Belt, level 6. Mana, electrical. Yeah, it's not that very good. Oh, Hatch has another quest for me. Crazy. I can't do it, though. I don't have it in me. I think what's actually going to happen is I'm going to sell my junk and then head on out.
Hail.
I'm glad I was able to stream a little bit today, but I still need to recover. So I'm going to finish selling everything and get ready to wrap things up. Eat the potion. Yes.
Take care now.
Take care now. Anything else? Nah. Gonna log off over by Hatch there. Thank you, Hatch. Okay, I'm going back to sleep now. I will see you all a little later on. Probably gonna play more of this. I'd like to complete it and start the Shadow Vault, the second dungeon, soonish. But yeah, I will see you all later. I'll probably, if I get some real sleep, which I don't know if I will or not, I will be able to stream longer. Just comes down to how often I get interrupted. So see y'all later.